Hey folks, welcome back. And it's the second week of the fall 2025 Mirliton season here in Mobile, Alabama. And I'm here with your weekly update on the Mirliton vine here in West Mobile. This week it's not quite a whole lot more excitement. Been fighting basically drought-like conditions. Beautiful sunny weather, kind of not too hot, but not too cold either, but no rain. So I had to water the vine, or actually my wife did, thank you for Astrid's help there. I had to make extra precautions to water because I could actually see parts of the vine drying out. So that's really the damage. We've been blessed not to have hurricanes or any high winds this year. But, even though August was typically hot, it wasn't as brutal in some cases as it could have been. So all in all, we fared pretty well. But this last week did some damage, especially even like to my blueberry plants. You'll see the progress. Still got some yellow leaves and stuff, but all in all, I'm pretty pleased. So let's go check it out and see what kind of buds I've got growing this week. Well, as you just witnessed, the squirrels can still cause damage, and sometimes these cameras don't always go off like they're supposed to. So there's some maintenance work that needs to be done. Anyway, it's the second week of the Fall 2025 Mirliton season here in Mobile, and it's been a tough week because we haven't had any rain. It's been dry, and in fact, if it wasn't for the fact my wife came out and did some watering yesterday, I suffered quite a bit of drought-like conditions. So you can see obviously a lot of yellowing here, maybe not too much bad, too much worse than what we have normally seen at this time. The good news is that the buds still seem to be coming in pretty well. I have yet to see any flowers, any blooms. I'm gonna do a quick scan today. Got other things got going on, so let me just kind of look around, do a once over, just kind of recap with some highlights. As before, the growth is still coming on this west side, sorry. The budding is still there. Hold on, let's see. The budding is still there. Or sometime this week, of hopefully seeing some. I mean, this vine is loaded. I suspect these will turn into male flowers this week. I did not turn off my light this week, so as such, per my last video, Dr. Hill thought that since I'm already seeing buds, probably is not going to necessarily it means that obviously it's getting the exposure. But I'm looking at some of these vines and I can see what I'm assuming is some squirrel damage coming over here. So these little friends obviously are thirsty as well. I just wish they'd find something else to gnaw on. Anyway, it's supposed to rain, I think, Wednesday and Thursday this week, or Thursday and Friday. I will probably, as dry as it's been since it was yesterday, she watered about for a good hour. I'll see what happens. Maybe by tomorrow afternoon, if I think it's going to be dry again, I may plan to do another watering Monday, just so that everything stays on track. It's real easy when the days are pretty and it's not overly hot to not realize how dry everything gets. So the plan this week is to try to keep those damn squirrels away, and then have water going to it, and then hopefully we'll get a good rain Thursday, and maybe next weekend we'll be back on track, and maybe we'll see some flower blooms. So as you can see, bud formation is really improved since last week. Quite discernible little clusters there. And so I fully expect within this next week, fully bloom into the male flowers. So hopefully we'll look into that. I think we're supposed to get rain on Thursday or Friday of this week. So what we'll probably do is I will watch the forecast. And if it turns out that it looks like we're gonna have, if we don't get anything by Thursday, I'll go ahead and water again. Again, I've deferred turning off that light for the time being because I do see those little clusters. I don't know whether if it was darker, if they would form faster. That's a good question. I'm not positive. But anyway, right now I'm leaving it on and kind of we'll play that by ear as well. So we'll see. But all in all, we should be on progress. Some other folks in Mobile definitely are seeing a little bit more flower formation, probably about 2 weeks ahead of what I'm seeing. And even throughout South Louisiana, we're starting to see reports on melinton.org of people's vines starting to reach the point where we expect them to be. So this should be a good melinton season for everybody through the Gulf Coast. So all we can do is stay tuned. And if you want to do that, check us out on melinton.org, mirliton.org. On Facebook, you'll see more up-to-date postings from a lot of the regulars. It'll be your way also to possibly engage with people who may be selling them, whether it'll be the fruits or the vines. And once again, the important thing is that the ones that you see on melinton.org are going to be the Louisiana heirlooms. So they're not going to be store-bought and planted. I mean, they may be, pictures may make it in there, but in reality, what we're promoting is the ones that have been grown along the Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for over 200 years. So that's going to be your primary source of trying to connect with people in your area. We got growers throughout South Louisiana, some in East Texas, South Mississippi, and South Alabama, and even in the panhandle of Florida. So if this video has been helpful to you, please share it with your Melinton loving friends and give it a thumbs up. And also, if the YouTube channel has been helpful, please like and subscribe to the David J. Hubbell YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the bell to be alerted to all upcoming videos. Hopefully, if I get a bounty this year, I'll be doing more cooking. I got a few recipes I want to try that are a little different take on the stuffed melinton. So I'm looking forward to trying that with these heirloom varieties. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Oh, and if you haven't checked us out on Rainy Cajun, please do so as well. You'll find my cousin Jeremy and I will be talking to various people who preserve and protect Louisiana's uniqueness by the different stories that they tell and the histories they protect and the plants and the ecology and all the different interests we all have. So anyway, please check us out on Rainy Cajun on Facebook or on YouTube. Like and subscribe there as well. Thank you, and I will see you next week.